Yes, yes, yes. Let me just drink some Real Madrid tears. What can I say, people? What can I say? Welcome back to Normski TV and the match reaction, Champions League's match reaction. Arsenal won. What should I say? Get that right. Real Madrid won. Arsenal 2. I'm so gassed. I can't even remember what I'm saying. Arsenal 2. Real Madrid 1. 2-1. 5. I'll tell you, this blue screen or this green screen. 5-1. 5-1 on aggregate, guy. What a game. And when I say what a game, I don't mean what a game because the quality wasn't really there. But what I would say is there was two massive moments in this game. The first moment in the 13th minute when Arsenal are awarded a penalty. Yes, people. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. You know, the game went on and then all of a sudden they stopped. And then there was a penalty review. And I'm thinking, I didn't even know if it was a penalty to Real Madrid because the game was going on. So I wasn't too sure what was going on. Or was there something happening while they stopped the game? Only to realize that they were reviewing a penalty kick from a corner situation where I think Moreno got pulled down. I can't remember who pulled him down. He got dragged down. It was soft, I'm not going to lie, it was soft. But the referee went over to the screen, looked at it, came back. Penalty. Penalty to Arsenal in the 30th minute. A chance to put the game to bed. People, a chance to put the game to bed. I haven't even gone over who started the game. I will come back to that in a minute. But a chance to put the game to bed. Odegaard had the ball in his hand, and I'm going to talk about Odegaard, so don't worry about that. We're going to talk about Odegaard. But anyway, Odegaard gives the ball to Saka, and I'm thinking, great. Maybe shouldn't have, but he gave the ball to Saka. Put this game to bed. Saka steps up, and the guy does a Panenka kick. It was so soft. Courtois gets his hand to it, saves it, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And before you know it, you're thinking, you've missed a penalty. This was a chance to put the game to bed. And this is why I keep saying about doing things when it really matters. And here was a pressure moment for Saka, and he failed. And I'm thinking, is this going to come back and bite us on the butt? Is this going to come back and bite us on the butt? And if, you know what? It did, nearly, because a certain turtle face, a certain ninja turtle decides that he's going to throw himself down in the penalty area. And the referee points to the spot. Not only that, he gives Declan Rice a yellow card, which meant that he would miss the next game. After what took an age looking at this penalty review, I mean, literally, it must have gone on for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not going to lie. Yeah? I'm exaggerating. Probably about 10 minutes. I don't know. It was long. He then runs over to the screen. They tell him to go over and look at the screen. And he has a look at the screen. Takes a couple of minutes. Looked at all the angles. And you could see that Mbappe throws himself down on the ground. Yes, Declan Rice had his arms around him, but not to pull him down. Yeah? The guy throws it. So you thought, lovely redemption. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This referee, not because, you know what I mean, he wasn't giving stupid yellow cards for rubbish. This guy refereed the match brilliantly. Absolutely refereed the match brilliantly. Yeah? He wasn't paid by Real Madrid and he wasn't paid by Arsenal, but he refereed the game absolutely brilliantly. And let me just kind of go into our starting lineup. And as you all know, people, it was pretty much the same team that started at the Emirates, right? Because obviously Partey, when he played in that Brentford game, came off injured, and we're thinking if he's not around for that game, it could be a bit of a problem. It could be a bit of a problem, but he went with the same team with Raya in goal, Timber at right back, Saliba and Kivior as a centre back pairing, Miles Lewis Skelly, Odegaard, Partey, Rice, Martinelli on the left, Moreno, our IT solution up front, and Saka on the right. And there was a lot of people on the bench that I didn't recognise, but I'm just going to say the names of who, obviously Nathan Butler-Deje was on the bench that will never ever get used. Jimmy Gower, Jack Henry Francis, Tommy Setford, another goalkeeper, Neto, other goalkeeper, Ethan Nanweri, an unused sub, Michael Rosiak, Raheem Sterling unused, Kieran Tierney came on in the last minute, Trossard and Ben White, who didn't come on, and Zinchenko. Those were the players. Zinchenko did come on. It was Zinchenko, Kieran Tierney. Oh, Ben White did come on. He came on for Kieran Tierney. Sorry, he came on in the 95th minute. I missed that. And obviously Trossard came on for Saka in the 77th minute. That was good that Arteta took Saka, because he was getting knocked around a little bit. And plus you could see he's still playing at that kind of 70%. But may I say, redemption, Saka redemption at the Bernabeu. Saka redemption at the Bernabeu. Why? Why do I say that? He missed that penalty, yeah? But, brother, and then assists from Moreno. Moreno with 2 assists, 2 assists. Our creative player, you need to take a leaf. Yo, Odegaard, you need to take a leaf out this brother's book. Yeah, he might have not shown up front today, but he supplied 2 of the assists for 2 of the goals. And what a goal by Saka. Very Aubameyang-esque. Just lobbing it over the keeper, chipping it over the keeper. As Courtois, who's a big keeper, finesses it over him. Beautiful. We go 1-0 up. And within about 2 minutes, they scored. Why? Saliba. Big, massive. Look, I know they took you around and showed you all the Champions League Cup, but Saliba, you're not going to be going there for another 2 years. So what are you doing, man? Yeah? Well, I hope that will put them off now, because you had 2 bozo moments in that game. Yeah? 67th minute, Vinicius Jr. nicks the ball off of him. No awareness around him. Nicks the ball off of him. And Raya couldn't save it. In the back of the net. 1-1. Vinicius Jr. running back. Yeah. I don't think they were going to come back, because our defensive shape was absolutely brilliant today. Kivior, absolutely brilliant today. Saliba, apart from those 2 bozo moments, you pretty much marshaled the back. Skelly, he had one little incident where you lost the ball and they could have gone on and broken us, but nothing came of it, yeah? But other than that, you played well. Timber kept Vinicius Jr. quiet. A couple of times, Vinicius beat him, because in the early part of the game, you had Vinicius Jr. going down one side, the left-hand side, and getting balls behind, the same on the right side with Rodrigo. And not only that, the crosses that they were putting in from Rodrigo, right on the penny, mate, right in the mixer. But Raya, done really well with either catching a ball or punching it away as far as he could from the area. So that was a kind of little bit of a threat. But other than that, they didn't really offer nothing. Real Madrid today did not offer nothing. Bellingham, listen, this whole thing about Bellingham being some top-class player, what did he do today? Skelly kept him quiet. Yeah, all this guy did was play like a rugby player, throwing people down and then moaning at the referee. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the Real Madrid side today was not good. Mbappe went off injured after going down when he was trying to win the ball off of Declan Rice and went over his ankle, so he had to get taken off. But the truth be told, they weren't really hurting us. They weren't really offering nothing. Yeah, they were hitting shots from outside the box. Yeah, pop shots from outside the box. Didn't really trouble us. Yeah, and to be honest, Our defense, our midfield was great. Declan Rice bossing that midfield. Partey bossing that midfield. Apart from that silly yellow card that you didn't need to get, obviously you're picking up, for your teammates with Rodrigo doing all these dark arts in that game, proper dark arts. Couple of times that man should have got sent off. Yeah, stepping on Lewis Skelly. Yeah, out of order, man, out of order. But he was sticking up for his teammates, and he ended up getting an unnecessary yellow card. And you saw the leadership from Declan Rice. Yeah, where was Odegaard? Where was Odegaard to go in and say, why did he get that yellow card? No, Declan Rice was in his face. What are you doing? And now he misses the first leg of the Paris Saint-Germain game at the Emirates. So that is a massive miss. But listen, we're through to the semi-finals. We got both our feet in the semi-finals where we play PSG over 2 legs. The first leg will be at home. We must take a massive lead going into that game back to PSG's ground. We have to. But getting back to the game. So it's 1-1, 4-1 on aggregate. Yeah. And to be honest, I didn't see any way, shape, or form how Real Madrid were going to come back in this game because we were so good defensively. In our shape, we kept our shape, and that was good. We was toothless up front, I'm not going to lie, because I didn't see Moreno in the box hardly. Yeah. But as a midfield player playing deep, he didn't really play as an out-and-out striker because he was hardly in the box. But what he did do, was win the balls, especially when we had set pieces. And he goes down a little bit too easy, something that he needs to work on, stop falling over too easily. But he did what he needed to do, got his 2 assists, because at this time now, Real Madrid are pushing, not that they were going to make up that kind of scoreline, And what a beautiful through ball for Martinelli. And that was us breaking on them, countering on them, And the pace at which Martinelli was going, I said, just get your head up, mate. Slot that away like Thierry Henry. Kill the game. Kill the game in the 93rd minute of injury time. Beautiful scenes at the Bernabeu. Beautiful scenes. We win the game 5-1 on aggregate. We have now played Real Madrid 4 times. 4 times. And they have not beaten us. We've beaten them 3 times. Yeah. And when I say we've beaten them 3 times, obviously, when we played them in the first leg at home, we beat them 3-0. And then I'm going back to when we beat them 1-0 at the Bernabeu when Thierry Henry scored 2006 in the last 16. So we've never lost in the Bernabeu. Absolutely fantastic. Great record to have. But let's not use that record because that is not a record. That's not a trophy. Yes, it's great that we've beaten them and we're through to the next round. Absolutely brilliant. Great team play, professionalism from the team as a whole. The team, the coaching side, absolutely brilliant. Working together. You worked on it. This is, and I will take my hat off to Mikel Arteta. You did a job on Ancelotti today. You outmaneuvered, you out-tacticked this guy today. Because Real Madrid didn't have a clue. They didn't have a clue. And obviously the fans weren't happy. I had the sound turned on low, so I don't know whether they were booing or not. I didn't see no white handkerchiefs or nothing like that. But we went there and did a professional job and came out there. It's not that we didn't scumbag our way through this. Scumbagging our way is like, putting our necks on the line and, Real Madrid just peppering us. They didn't do that today. They didn't do that today, people. And so we go through to the semi-finals to meet PSG. We are 2 legs away from making a final. Can we do it, people? We have to use this. Let's step up. Wrap Saka up in cotton wool now. Yeah, it's a pity he didn't bring on Ethan tonight. I would have loved to see him. He brought on Trossard, but I would love to have seen Ethan come on tonight. I thought Ethan would have caused them trouble. But for the next games, which are dead rubber games, play Ethan, wrap Saka up. He needs the game time, but wrap him up, please. Can't afford to lose him. It's a shame that we've lost Partey, because of the yellow card, but hopefully he'll recall and we hopefully will take a decent lead to PSG, and he'll be back in the squad. It's going to be interesting to see what we do in midfield regarding that. Does he play Zinchenko? I would take Odegaard. Odegaard, what you need to do, you're a ghoster guard. You're not a captain. You have no leadership, and we played with 10 men tonight. From the first leg at the Emirates last week, we played with 10 men till this now. We played with 10 men. It is not good enough. This captain is not good enough, and he should do the decency thing or the decent thing and give the armband to Declan Rice, because Declan Rice is our real leader. Declan Rice is our real leader. That man got man of the match tonight, and fantastic. He was everywhere, breaking up play, bossing the midfield. That's what we want from a midfielder. Odegaard, you weren't doing nothing. You didn't do nothing, mate. It was like playing with 10 men. And I'm sorry to put a damper on that, but we have to bring this up. It has to be highlighted. But other than that, forget about Odegaard. We are through. And I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm absolutely gassed. And nobody's going to tell me I cannot celebrate this, because I will celebrate it. I will call it out just like the rest of us. We will call it out when we see it. If we think it's wrong, I've got the hiccups. But if we see that it's wrong, at the end of the day, we're all winners now tonight. I'm a happy gunner. Yeah, I'm an happy Arsenal fan. And when we go into the emergency stream, I don't want nobody coming and tell me nothing about, oh, why you celebrating? I will celebrate, because we expect standards, and you've met the standard tonight. We're now through to the semi-finals. Go on, beat PSG, and then we'll see who we get in the finals. But I ain't going to jump too soon. We need to get through the 2 legs of PSG. Listen, it was a great night. Please hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. On the road to 1K. We're going to do this, yeah? I sound like Robbie. We're going to do this, yeah? Take care, and God bless. If I can end this stream.